Hello, witches. This is Dawn, and I wanted to do this video about a topic that came up in my group on Facebook called Shadow Magic Witches. In case you want to check it out, I posted something, and I got a little hate for it. Okay, so let me explain. Here's the post. All right, hang on a second. And it's still some glare. Okay. Hopefully you can read that. People don't trigger you. They trigger your trigger. You are not your trigger. You are moved by your triggered reaction. Your trigger usually points to what you need to heal. You are responsible for your trigger and healing, okay? And here's the response that I got. This is hateful to anyone who has true PTSD. I'm not sure what true PTSD means, except for maybe for people who have been diagnosed with PTSD. So she goes on and says, not sure why you feel it's okay to gaslight. True PTSD triggers. I really think she misunderstood my post. Really, really do. So I responded with, my post was about healing what triggers you, and her response was gaslighting, all in caps. So this is really something that bothers her, this whole thing. And I think I understand where she's coming from, but she was completely not open to any discussion whatsoever. She had it in her mind that I was gaslighting, period. End of story. So let me talk about this because I think it's very important. I'm a life coach. I have worked with a lot of people, and one of my students for sure has PTSD. She's been diagnosed by a psychiatrist. A friend of mine has true PTSD. She's been diagnosed as well. She's not gone through the self-mastery course, but we communicate. We're good friends. In fact, we're BFFs, okay? But so I want to talk about this because it's very important to understand what it means to be a victim, what it means to have an attacker, an abuser who has done damage to you. And that is true. You have had damage done to you by your abuser. Okay. And there are all kinds of emotions like guilt. Maybe I should have screamed louder. Maybe I should have said no more forcefully. Maybe I should have, whatever, fill in the blank. Or, just anger and hate and frustration towards the attacker. Okay. So you definitely have a wound. You are responsible for that wound. I can't take it away for you. I can't heal it for you. I can help you heal yourself, but I can't do anything for you. You have to do it for yourself. Even if you come through my course, Self-Mastery for Witches, and I work with you, you still have to do the work to heal yourself. If you do not take ownership of your wounds, you are forever a victim, and you are forever under the power of your abuser. Whether they're alive, whether they're in your life or not, doesn't matter. In your head, they are still in control because you will not take ownership of your wounds and heal them. Okay, that's where I was coming from. This person did not want to hear anything from me, so I didn't pursue it. I could have gotten into my ego and said, and it's not going to do any good. It's not going to do any good. If she's not open to discussing it, then I'm just going to leave it. But that's what I wanted to talk about, that clarify this, because if you don't take ownership of your wounds, they're not going to heal. You are the only one who can heal them. And if you don't take ownership, you are forever under the control and power of your abuser, if nothing else, in your head. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that out. And there was somebody else who I was talking about forgiveness, and she said, I don't need to forgive anybody. I don't have any red flags. And she was very aggressive and abrasive, and she walks the left-hand path, and she accused me of being a new ager. So, yeah, I have a lot of students that would disagree with both these ladies, but I'm not upset about it, what they posted, what they commented. I just wish I could communicate better with them, I think. But, you know, to each his own. If you're not open to a discussion, then there's nothing I can do to help you. But people come through the Self-Mastery for Witches and they learn the tools that they need to get free. And part of that is not being a victim, recognizing that what is done to you is not your fault. Other people's behavior is not your responsibility, and it is not your fault. No matter, even if you are conscious and aware of how you're triggering the other person, how they respond is their choice. You're not responsible for that. How they respond is their choice. So I hope that helps you. It empowers you to know that your stuff belongs to you. And once you do that, then it recognize that it's not coming from other people. Yes, people say things and it hurts. They do things and it hurts. And maybe you develop PTSD. And I'm not saying that it's all your fault. It's not your fault. What the other person did, that is their responsibility. But what they did to you, that is real. That really happened. And I hope that I can make it clear enough that if you take ownership of that, you cease to be a victim, you bring in tremendous amounts of power back into your life, knowing that you were in control and that you can heal your wounds. You're taking that power back away from your abuser, your attacker. And so forgiveness is a very big part of it, but you have to look at forgiveness as you're not letting the other person off the hook. They still have to account for what they did. Karma is still a bitch for them because it's coming for them. But if you sit in, you know, it's their fault, they did this to me, you're not going to heal. Forgiveness is about letting go of all the crap that the other person did. That frees you up because you wash your hands of that. You get rid of all that and you stop obsessing about it. You stop reliving the attacks and the abuse over and over in your head. You stop all of that. When you forgive, you're simply just letting go of their crap. You're letting go of their crap. You're unplugging that cord from them and plugging it into your higher self so that you are taking your power back, taking your ability to control your life back so they have no influence over you anymore. And you're not reliving it in your head anymore. So I want to make that very, very clear. I'm not blaming anybody for their wounds. Just take ownership of it. It's here. It's in my being. It's damage. It's a wound. Now I need to heal it. Simple as that. Okay. No, don't get caught up in whose fault it is and blaming, because it's not going to help you heal. It gets you stuck is what that does. Let it go. Move on. Find out if you don't know how to heal your own wounds, then, you know, find a life coach or self-development, self-improvement kind of books. A lot of people go into detail on how to heal. You can contact me. You can get on YouTube. I'm sure there are a lot of other life coaches who talk about how to heal wounds. Okay, so take care of yourself. All right. So hopefully that helps and inspires you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your comments. I'd like to know, very much would like to know what you think about what I just said. Do you think I'm gaslighting? Do you think I'm blaming the victim? I would really like to hear it, because I've heard this before from other people, and I understand it. You want to be respectful. You don't go up to somebody with cancer and say, why did you cause your cancer? That's just being, you know, very disrespectful and lacking in compassion. So thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments. Do something today that brings you joy, makes you feel good. I love you all. And until next time, blessed be.